Hey everybody, if you spend time off-road, whether it's for overlanding, hunting, fishing, camping, or anything else, one thing you're eventually gonna need is a good 12-volt air compressor. And when you need it, you're gonna be awfully glad that you have it. Today, we're gonna take a look at the Tozalazz 4x4 off-road. It's a dual piston model and it works really fast. As a matter of fact, we headed out on the beach with my brother's Bronco Heritage Edition, and it reinflated his 35-inch off-road tires in just 2 minutes a tire. So sit back and enjoy as we head out on the beach and show you how this compressor works and put it through its paces. All right, so we're out at East Beach today in Rhode Island. Got my brother and his brand new Bronco Heritage Edition, 2-door, manual. It's a freaking unicorn, brother.
Hard to find. It took me 21 months.
So we're gonna air down to get out on the beach. So what have you got here, Bill?
I have just some little tire deflators, and I set these to 18 pounds. These are pretty easy to use. You just kind of drop your tire down to whatever pressure you want, and then you set it.
So you preset that, and then you just screw them on.
Screw them on and just hang out instead of going each tire one at a time.
Show me how it's done.
And we just pop the cap off. It might be a little noisy. Sometimes these whistle a little bit. Noisy, a little noisy.
Interesting.
But I mean, that way you don't have to walk around, you know, and deflate each tire.
Right, you don't got to sit there and just hold the valve open.
Right. You can just drink a beer while you're waiting for your tires to get done.
So after we come back, we're gonna try out my new Tozalazz air compressor and see how fast we can air back up. So what's your factory PSI?
39 is the factory PSI on these.
So we're going down from 39 to 18?
I probably might stop at maybe at about 20. I don't know if I'm gonna go quite that low, but 18 to 20, yeah. It's pretty soft sand out here. It's pretty powdery, so, and again, there's some pretty deep spots, so if you don't air down, you can get stuck. I've seen some trucks out here stuck because they're running full pressure. And I've seen like some big F-150s down to the axle because there's some pretty deep, you know, like 2 foot deep soft sand, you know.
Gotcha. And how far out are we gonna go? How far do we
We're gonna go on
go?
the beach, probably about a mile or so down, maybe.
Gotcha. All right, coming up on the beach, baby. All right, so we're back in the parking lot, just came off the beach. And so we ended up at 18 PSI, and so we got to go back up to 39. So we've got this Tozalazz air compressor. This is actually the first time I'm using this, but I think it should be pretty easy to use, and hopefully it's as good as they say, because I've seen some really good reviews on this product and how quickly it'll air up your tires. So basically, you've got your air hose, you've got the compressor itself, and the carry bag. So I'm just gonna set the compressor down. This is 12-volt compressor, so it's just designed to work on your car battery. All right, so I got those terminals hooked up. Bill just started the engine. You always wanna run your vehicle when you're running these compressors because that draws quite a bit of current from your vehicle, so you don't want to drain your battery. This air hose on the compressor just has a quick connect. So this pulls in, just goes right onto that's connected. Your other end, you've got obviously your Schrader valve adapter, so I'm going to put that on there. Lock that in. So I got that hooked up. You got your pressure gauge here, so there you see 25, and we're a couple notches below there, so we're probably about 18. So as soon as I flip this switch, all right, we're inflating. Now that gauge isn't going to be accurate when you're inflating because it's pushing quite a bit of air through there. So I have to just basically let that run for a bit. Every time I flip the switch and turn off the compressor, I can get a reading on the gauge and get to where I want to go. So, I mean, that's only been running probably 30 seconds. I can see, if I take it off, yeah, I mean, we're almost up to 25. We're almost up from like 18 to 25 that quickly. So, probably take a couple of minutes. I'll look at my watch here, it's 5:10. So, to give you a pretty good estimate, we can stop the video and I'll let you know how long it takes to get back up to 39. Okay, it's 5:12. 5:12 on my watch, right? It literally took 2 minutes to go from 18 to 39 on this pretty big tire here. We're running
35.
Yeah, 35 inch. These are 315 70/17s. So, I mean, that's a big off-road tire. And again, we went from 18 to 39 in a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ahead, right? Just pull that off. You got plenty of hose here with this thing. So really easy to just come over. You should be able to, you know, get to all your tires on your vehicle without having to move the compressor around too much. Just hook it on and air it up. So it's 5:13. I'm just gonna wait till 5:15 now and check it. We should be good. All right, so it's 5:15, right at 39. You know, this thing does a great job. 2 minutes a tire for a big Bronco like this. Again, 35-inch tires, 8 minutes to fill all your tires. Yeah, I'll just turn this on real quick. And the sound from that, it's really not that loud. It works great. It's not that big. Compact, fits in that nice case, stores under the seat, the under seat bins in my Maverick, no problem. Honestly, it's a pretty impressive unit. All right, so all 4 tires reinflated. You had about 8 minutes of total inflation time. You know, give yourself an extra couple minutes. You're really at like 10, 12 minutes to do the whole job. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this down for a second. Take my battery terminal clips off. Undo my quick connect. Now, it does get pretty warm. I can feel the hose is warm. That compressor is working hard. So you probably need to give yourself another couple of minutes just to let everything cool down before you put the compressor itself back in the bag. But everything's gonna fit in here and just stow back in your vehicle, as easy as that. So that's a look at the Tozalazz 4x4 off-road 12-volt air compressor. Honestly, pretty impressed. It handled the 35s on this Bronco like they were nothing. And I'll definitely be happy to have this in my vehicle. And actually, Bill, I think you said you want one now. So I want your Bronco.
I'll trade you the Bronco for the compressor.
You want my air compressor. You got it. It's a deal. Thanks a lot.